I hope your day is full of rectangles and squares and polygons and triangles and lines. I'm out of shapes. I thought that for sure I would know more shapes. Spheres and ovals and circles. Guys, it's a geometry-inspired intro. What's up, my lovers, my babies, my certified Shanksters? We have an amazing episode of Shank for you this week with the one, the only Mark Norman. But before we get into this week's episode of Shank with Mark Norman, let me tell you about a few things I have coming up. This Friday, November 25th, I will be performing at the Improv Lab in Los Angeles, Hollywood Improv at 8 p.m. Come out, support live comedy. I'm also going to be going to Brea on December 21st. I'm co-headlining with Kim Congdon. So if you're a fan of Kim and I and you haven't seen us do a longer set, now is your chance, especially if you're in Southern California for the holiday season. Again, that's December 21st. Come out, support live comedy. December 9th, I have a spot at Jammin' in the Van in LA. And then again in early January 6th, 2023, Kim Congdon and I are coming to Austin. We are coming on the 6th to do a live This Bitch podcast. We're super stoked. Plus, we are co-headlining at Vulcan Gas Co. And that's on January 6th, 2023, guys. We've almost made it into 2023. Okay. Also, make sure to subscribe to my Patreon, patreon.com/Sara Weinshenk for bonus ad-free content. We just dropped 2 behind-the-scenes videos from Skankfest Vegas. You guys are going to love those. If you're not on the Patreon, I recommend go checking it out, giving it a follow. You get This Bitch podcast early. You get bonus content from me that's not on Instagram. And I do a monthly live stream on my Patreon as well. All right, guys, before we get into this week's episode with Mark Norman, I want you to do something right now. I want you to look down at your feet. Are you wearing socks? If you're not wearing socks, ew, gross, you savage. Protect your most valuable assets, your toes. They're a form of currency in 2022. Guys, not only does Oh Yeah Socks make the most fun, cool socks ever, they're my favorite socks to give as gifts. With the holiday season nearing, I can't tell you how fun it is to just go to ohyeah.com. That's 3 O's HYEAH.com and just shop around. Whoever you want to get a gift for, there's a pair of socks for them. They make really great stocking stuffers, whether you're into Mr. Rogers or Bob Ross or animals or donuts or aliens or gnomes or surfing or skating. There's a pair of socks for you. Go on. You can use discount code SARA10, SARA10 for 10% off unique sock designs. Again, you can follow me at Princess Shank on Instagram and Twitter for my comedy dates. Make sure to subscribe, rate, and review to Shank. New episodes of Shank drop here every Wednesday, and we have some fun new episodes coming out for you. I recorded a bunch of fun ones when I was in New York, including this one with Mark Norman. So let's get into this week's episode of Shank with the one, the only Mark Norman. Here it is, guys. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Shank. I'm Sara Weinshenk, and today's guest is the one, the only comedian Mark Norman.
Hey, good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. You came on the show one time a long time ago.
Oh yeah,
it was a very long time ago. I think it was when it was at the Comedy Store.
It was in the weird basement of the Comedy Store.
It is a weird basement.
There's so many rooms in there that like Sam Kinison fucked my mom. They did blow in here. Joan Rivers ate out Roseanne. It's all over the place.
And those are literally the stories that people tell.
Yeah. And it was not that different, I don't know, 6 years ago when I was going there. And we had a good time in a few rooms. Not us, but I'm saying comics.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's what makes the store the store.
Yeah, but it feels like we're kind of getting away from that fun. The fun was fun.
The fun was fun.
Now everybody's a goddamn hall monitor and a queef.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, imagine being at the store in the 80s.
Oh.
There's no fentanyl. People are yacked out of their minds.
You're right. There was AIDS, but I would take AIDS.
Yeah.
Look at Magic Johnson. He's doing great.
He is doing great. I would take, just imagine doing coke with Robin Williams. I don't even like doing coke.
That seems like a nightmare, to be honest.
Really?
Well, he's already so on. If he was on coke, he'd be like double on. He'd be like, all right, we get it.
You're draining me.
Yeah.
Turn it off, Robin. Enough's enough.
Enough. Have you seen him on Inside the Actor's Studio?
No.
Oh, my God. At one point, like 2 minutes in, he takes a woman's scarf off the front row and he starts doing like characters and you're like, all right, Robin, we got it. You're manic.
Yeah. But you're right. Robin Williams coked out would be a little much.
Oh, yeah. That would be brutal. But funny guy, and he'll be missed.
What else is going on? Congratulations. You just got married.
Thank you. Look at that. I've never worn jewelry in my life.
That's awesome.
Very scary.
Is it scary?
It is, just because,
commitment.
Comics we hate commitment. We hate anything absolute. We like to be free and just, roam around life.
Free range.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
burp on podcasts.
Yeah, that's the life.
Comic shit. Hell yeah.
I had a guy grab my arm at the wedding, and I'm on shrooms. I'm drunk.
You were?
Yeah.
I'm going to be on shrooms at my wedding, too.
There you go.
I love mushrooms. It's my favorite.
It's the best drug.
It is.
Yeah, but he just grabs me and he goes, "Don't let marriage change you." And I was like, when you're on shrooms and you're at the wedding, it was a lot. It was heavy. Yeah, but I'm kind of glad he said it because I was like, yeah, and I never thought about that.
Don't let marriage change you.
Yeah, he's like, you're a fun guy. You live it up. Don't change.
Yeah, but obviously you chose someone who enjoys you and wants you to be a fun guy still.
She's the coolest. She gets it. She's fun. She's hot. She's funny. She laughs. We laugh. We like being together. So it's cool. But you do start thinking like, all right, boy, I'll probably live to like 80.
And this is a forever.
Yeah, I'm 39 now.
Do you want to have kids?
I think I do. I'd like a rugrat.
A rugrat is a funny thing to describe them as.
Yeah, one or two, yeah.
One or two.
What about you?
I think so. I changed my mind. I vacillate. Like some days I'm like,
we have abortions.
For sure. Yeah, thank God still.
Yeah.
In some places.
True.
But yeah, no, I could never live anywhere where I couldn't get an abortion just in case.
You're not going to Austin?
No, absolutely not. I'll visit.
Yeah.
I'll swing by.
Sure.
But no.
Okay.
I need to know I can get an abortion if shit hits the fan.
That's a good rule of thumb. That should be on like a travel brochure.
Yeah.
We have this. We have the St. Louis Arch and abortion clinics.
Here's Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, just the thought of being pregnant and then a pregnant stand-up comic.
Yeah. Well, we've had Ali Wong and Krasinski.
Those two.
Yeah, Schumer did it once.
Oh yeah, Schumer did it once. I would do it once. I think one and done.
Really?
I don't know. That's what people say, and then like I gotta give him a friend, and then all of a sudden I'm pregnant for the next 4 years of my life or whatever, 3 years.
That's a bummer.
I gotta go home because I gotta whip out the tit and feed them. Like all of that stuff kind of just grosses me out.
Nightmare. Women get totally fucked on that.
Right?
They say biology is the biggest misogynist. And I think this truth, the period, the pregnant, the hormone, the mood swing, you name it.
The period is devastating to me every month. I go, I don't know how I'm doing this. I'm a survivor.
She does the IUD. Why doesn't everybody do that?
Because the IUD, when you get it, it's supposed to hurt.
Okay.
And I'm afraid of getting the IUD. I have friends who call me crying after they got the IUD.
Oh, really?
And they're like, that shit fucking hurts.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a bummer.
I'm like a baby.
I hear you.
The thought of having like a copper thing in there that's like preventing the stuff.
Right.
But it's safe.
Yeah, it's very safe, and I can feel it with my with my dong. Yeah, it's like
you can feel it.
Little hands, like a lobster claw in there.
No,
not hard, just a tap. I'm not very well endowed. But,
tapping the
just right on the head.
No, tapping the IUD.
Oh yeah.
Can she feel you feel the IUD?
I don't think so. She's just looking at her watch the whole time and texting.
What about, have you ever hooked up with someone who has a Nuva ring?
I have.
I've never. See, that freaks me out too. Fucking with a Nuva ring.
Yeah.
It like goes on the dick. It's like a game, like a horseshoe game. Suddenly.
Yeah, I didn't notice it.
Really?
Yeah, maybe it was a wide ring or I'm a thin dick. But either way, it was fine. What's the difference between a Nuva and an IUD?
A Nuva ring's a ring that you put up yourself.
Oh, it's kind of like marriage.
Yes, exactly.
Do you do the whole thing, one knee?
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. And then the IUD is something like a device that they put inside your uterus to prevent you from ovulating.
Oh, that's all the way up there.
It
I
is.
see.
But I've had friends that say that when they have sex, their partner can feel it.
Yes. Guilty.
You're one of those.
Wow.
Then what about the diaphragm? If you're using my friend called me. She told me she was using a diaphragm. I go, what?
Isn't that where you sing from? Or is that the sponge?
It's like the sponge. What exactly is a diaphragm, Natalie?
Call in.
How does the diaphragm work? I don't know. It just seems like it's very old.
Yeah, it feels antiquated.
That doesn't seem like the best way to do it.
No, it's like a dental dam. Remember
Yeah,
those?
yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
Dental dams were so weird. They're like, yeah, it's the best way to. If someone ate me out and then they pulled out a dental dam, I'd be turned off.
Of course.
I'd be like, this pussy's clean. I don't think you need that.
Yeah, and that's the whole fun of eating puss is you want the whole package. You want the spices and the flavor. You want everything.
The dental dam makes it sterile.
Yeah, it's like a condom for your tongue.
Yeah, it feels like, do you even like pussy? If you pull out a dental dam, I'm like, do you even like pussy?
Good point. That's what closeted guys should do. Like, fuck, I gotta go down on this hetero lady. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
What do you got
I don't
here?
like the look of it.
No.
It's a dome-shaped silicone cup that's inserted in the vagina hours before sex to prevent pregnancy. To work effectively, it needs to be used with spermicide to block sperm from reaching eggs.
Come on. 88% I don't believe that. My jizz is like it's all over it's like a kink toes.
Yeah.
So I feel like that wouldn't catch it all.
A kink toes is such a good visceral description. Wow. I'm impressed by that analogy.
Oh, yeah.
No. So she told me she was using a diaphragm, and I was like, that's weird.
Wow.
Pulling out spermicide with your husband?
Yeah.
With your husband?
Yeah, and it's super gross later. You're like, oh, hold on.
I gotta get that.
Yeah, I'm at Applebee's. Like, let me knock this out, and then you have to throw it away.
The diaphragm? Ugh. Yeah, pulling out a diaphragm at Applebee's. Has it been done before?
I'm sure it has.
That's what they're known for.
That and jalapeno poppers.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, sex is weird. It's all weird, but nobody wants to get pregnant.
Nobody wants to get pregnant. I mean, and then this is the thing that's fucked up. I think nobody wants to get pregnant until then you do want to get pregnant. And then I've heard stories where it's hard to get pregnant.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck?
I know, you can't win.
You can't win.
Yeah.
You spend your whole life trying not to get pregnant until you want to have a baby, and then sometimes it's hard.
Right, like Rosebud Baker, a friend of mine, she just got a in vitro...
In vitro fertilization?
That's it. And it looked like hell. She had to go to the hospital and all this, but like that's where we're at now, because we're having sex later and later trying to have babies. So it's harder and harder.
I know. And then the thought, because it's kind of like dating. Like the thought of the baby being not available, like it being harder for me to get the baby makes me want the baby. Do you know what I mean?
It's unattainable.
Yeah. I'm like, I want the baby.
Yeah.
Like the thought of not being able to have one makes me want one.
That's a bit. Write that down.
Okay.
That's funny.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
It's so true. Yeah. But when you don't want one, have you had the abor yet?
I haven't.
Really? Come on. What a nerd.
I know.
Get with it.
I know. And I've been having sex since I was 14. You'd think somewhere along the way I would have had an abor.
Yeah. Who are these deadbeat men without any soldiers to swim up to your egg?
Yeah, they're in LA. Everyone's just jaded and dead inside. Clearly,
there you go. Literally,
even the sperm. The sperm has no will to live.
I love the idea of a female sperm. Like, what do you drive?
What are your credits?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you do acting stuff?
No, I can't act.
You can't?
I'm the worst actor of all time.
Really?
And I have no desire to do it.
Really?
I've been on set. I've had gigs where I'm like doing it, and I'm like, I hate this. I feel stupid. I feel retarded and dumb. So
it is hard once you, because I was into acting before I started stand up, and now I'm like, I know who I am, and I know who I am on stage. Now all of a sudden I got to become someone fucking else.
Exactly. I worked so hard for this.
Yeah. I'm like, I just got this dialed in.
Yeah.
You want me to become someone else? And then the emotional, I took like a few acting coach lessons, and like, remember going to his house and he's like, all right, so create the backstory. I'm like, now I'm writing a backstory.
Yeah.
I'm not getting paid for this.
Right. Good point.
I'm like,
what's my motivation? I don't know. You tell me.
yeah. That whole thing is interesting. I do like how in New York there's just comics.
Yeah. I could do a Ray Romano thing where you're kind of just playing yourself and you're like, well, my wife's late. She's always getting ready or whatever. I can do that, but this Daniel Day-Lewis shit I couldn't do.
Yeah.
I did an audition once where the whole thing was my dad dies next to me while we're watching the movie.
No.
Like, you know, I can't emote. I'm like, Dad, what are you, crazy? Come on, you're dying on me. And they were like, get the fuck out. You gotta go. It was so bad.
No.
It was horrible.
There's nothing worse than a bad audition.
Oh, I know. You wait for so long. You're in Santa Monica. You got to park. You know, you wait forever. Everybody in the fucking room looks like you, but a little better.
Yeah, it's like every version of you.
Yes. Like they're ripped and taller and all this and better face, but same hair.
Yeah, no, it's crazy when you go and there's just your type. You're like, oh, that's me if I stopped eating completely.
Yeah.
It's me if I got a nose job. I'm looking good there.
Right.
Yeah, it's like.
And you can hear them killing in the room before you, and everybody's laughing, and the production crew loves it, and then you go in and they're like, all right,
yeah,
this
no.
guy sucks.
Yeah, no. I've been auditioning for commercials since I was 23. I've never booked one.
Well, get out of here.
I swear to God. I've
Wow.
gotten callbacks every time I go, this is the one. Now I'm just like, unless it's a huge one, I don't even want to fucking do it.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Now you got to know somebody anyway. I feel like it's all just a cattle call. All those tapes we send in, nobody's watching that shit.
Sometimes they send in a tape. I go, that's the fucking tape. I
Yeah.
sent in this tape. I don't know who this actress was. It wasn't me. I had somebody like coach me through it. He helped me get a really good tape.
Yeah.
Then the callback, it's on Zoom and it's a character read. It's like a chemistry read with the guy who.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Yeah, no, totally fuck that up. This man was Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
It was like Philip Seymour Hoffman. I go, I'm sorry, he's so good, it's taking me completely out of this.
Right.
He deserves this, I don't. I'm sorry, the callback, I fucked it up so bad. And it was my friend's project, so I was like, I got this.
Yeah,
and I
of course.
killed the first tape. The second tape, I bombed so bad. I lived in shame for a few days after that.
Oh, I know that feeling. And it's one of those things where you get rejected and you're like, yeah, no shit.
I know.
If you don't reject me, I don't respect you.
And it was a friend that had to reject me. And then I'm like, can I still? I'm like, I'm just gonna give that friendship a little time before I resurface again. Like maybe they'll have another role for me years from now.
Yeah. I had a friend, Nate Bargatze got a sitcom for like 10 seconds and it didn't go through, but he let me audition and I was like, I got this. He's a friend of mine. And he called me, he's like, what was that?
No.
And I was like, I tried. I really tried.
No, there's nothing worse than that.
I know. He was
like,
appalled.
I'm also like, with the right director,
Yep.
maybe they could bring it out of me.
Yeah. I think you just got to make your own shit and
show people,
put it online.
That's the thing with that comedy will teach you. I mean, that's the best thing about stand-up, because if you're an actor, you're just waiting for auditions and shit. You're like, check out my reel. Mm-hmm. I had a dramatic acting reel. I'd love to see this. It haunts me.
I would love to see this.
I cut it to Elliott Smith.
Oh,
it makes it worse. It makes it worse.
So cringy.
It's so bad. It's so bad. I cut it to Elliott Smith.
Pull it up. Can we see it?
Unlisted. It's unlisted.
Okay.
I mean,
this is really
wait. Let me
really
see if I
giving me
could.
Chills.
Now I'm like, should I try to find it?
Yes, you could post that on YouTube as comedy. Like, look how embarrassing this is. That would kill.
It's like making me feel some kind of way right now.
Yeah,
you know when you do something and it just you embarrass yourself
of
on a
course.
public platform, and then it just fucking haunts you. And I'm like, I was sending this to people, and I was like, I did an indie movie for free for like. It was like 30 days of free work in my 20s. It was a nightmare, and I played a heroin addict.
Oh, wow.
And that's some of my reel is of that.
I would love to see that as well.
I got it. Okay.
This makes like Harvey Weinstein stuff seem less painful.
I'm like, should I? Okay, let's see if I have it.
Oh, boy.
I'm sure this is going to make for an interesting podcast, me looking on my phone for my dramatic acting reel that I may or may not have. If I have it, that's amazing.
You just got to own it and be like, look how terrible this was and how cringy it is, and then you'll be a hero.
Well, it's mostly just the Elliott Smith part.
That's brutal.
Even saying it out loud and your reaction to it is just a reminder of... And at the time I go, yeah, this is compelling.
Yeah.
This is gonna...
I know that feeling.
When you're like, this is the art... That's the artistic choice I made.
Yeah.
I had so many choices. I could have picked any song.
Yeah. I know. Somebody did a montage of comics, like, talking about comedy. There was a club had, like, a 50-year anniversary. So they went around a comic, hey, say something about the club. And all these comics were being funny and jokey, and they asked me, and I was like, I just love it so much. It means the world to me. It's my passion. And it played on the big screen at the club, and everybody was like, when I came on. Everybody else was funny. So embarrassing.
But it's nice to have a genuine moment from time to time.
But with comedy, you know.
So it feels cheesy.
Oh, so cheesy. So awkward.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it.
All right, well, we'll put it in post. We'll plug it in.
I could put it in post.
Yeah.
Yeah, with more time.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, not the dramatic acting reel. I didn't even think that was going to come up. You know, you start podcasting.
Yeah, now, are you on the OnlyFans? I feel like everybody's on that now.
No, I'm on Patreon. I'm not on OnlyFans.
All right, that's like the Playboy to Hustler, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I'm not on OnlyFans, but now I'm saying everyone's on OnlyFans. Like,
Everybody.
Whitney just did her roast on OnlyFans.
Who did?
Whitney Cummings.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Whitney Cummings just did a roast, and it was a Rhinestone Cowboy theme. It was really fun.
Ooh.
And it was specifically for OnlyFans TV.
Smart. They have TV now?
Yeah, they're doing a bunch of other things. So that kind of changed my perspective on it. Because I'm like... If I wanted to do porn, I just would do porn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I made it this far.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know if I want the OnlyFans because of the connotation.
I think the OnlyFans is cooler than porn because you own it. You put it out. You pick, like, what
I
is
sexualize myself.
Yeah, and you get the money straight to you. You don't have to pay the director or whatever. It's just all you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Fuck porn.
But then, like, Patreon, like, sometimes I'll drop a thirst trap on there. And I'm like, I do notice that instead of just putting it on Instagram for free for people to see, I'm like, $5. See these titties.
Yeah, see, that's a female privilege. I can't show these hairy dinner plates.
I don't fully show them.
Okay.
I'm kind of a prude in that way. Like, the thought of publicly having my ass out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's tough because your dad, you know, if he works at some law firm,
he does work in a law firm.
Okay, I figured you're
like,
Jewish.
oh, this Jewish bitch. Her dad's for sure a lawyer.
It's not racist if
Laheim.
it's true. Yeah. Sorry about Kanye, but you know, his coworkers are probably like, oh, his daughter's on OnlyFans. They've probably seen you come by the office, you know, on Christmas and or Hanukkah. Yeah. And now they can just sign up and see the boss's daughter, and no one's the wiser.
But listen, I'll take all of their money.
Sure.
There's also that. Like, sometimes when rent's due, I'm like, why am I not on OnlyFans?
I know, especially you just show your hoof. Get a foot on there.
Okay, listen, speaking of hoofs. My Wiki feet. I found out I have a Wiki feet. And can you pull it up and see how many bad ratings I have on Wiki feet?
There you go.
He knows.
He's on
Diego
it.
knows. My Wiki feet rating could be better. I'm trying to raise my score.
Is that a thing that women think about?
Well, no, I didn't think about it until I came to New York. I was hanging out with all these dudes, and they're like, "Are you on Wiki feet?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then they pulled it up, and it's fucking with my confidence, Mark.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go home and give you a good rating.
Thank you so much. That means the world to me.
I'm not a foot guy. I can't tell a good foot. I mean, if a foot's got a swastika tattoo and a bunion, all right, I get it. It's a bad foot. But if it's just a girl's foot, to me, it's
a foot's a foot.
Foot's a foot.
I'm not really into feet at all.
I hate them.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not a foot.
I don't hate them, but a wise man once said, "I just see feet as something to hold up the tits." You know?
That's amazing.
It's a good joke.
Because on WikiFeet they give you different ratings based on your feet. Like, some people will say, I don't know, we'll find it.
All right.
You'll see. Some people said okay. I got a lot of okays, and you know what? They're not wrong.
Yeah.
I look down at my feet. I'm not blown away.
Sure.
You ever look down at your feet and you're like,
see these
stompers?
Yeah, these skis.
Now I gotta
skis
skis.
big old
Skis was my nickname. In college, they used to call me water skis because of the way I walk. I have a heavy foot when I walk.
Oh, okay.
Kind
Old
of like
Clydesdale.
very Fred Flintstone energy.
Gotcha. Well, that is a bad foot on Fred. Man. He's got to move that car.
Yeah, exactly.
My feet are horrific. I got the yellow nails.
I wonder if you're on Wiki feet.
No, I doubt it.
Is there a way to find out?
Do men like men's
Natalie's
feet?
gonna find out.
All right, Nat.
Natalie.
Good luck. She's got to sit
By
on
the
a
way,
towel
Sarah,
now.
you have a 4.
I have
out
a
of
4.
5.
I know, but I want a 5 out of 5.
4 is great though.
But okay, break it down because it'll tell you.
Oh, 4 out of 5. That's killer.
Oh, I see what you mean. Here, look.
Yeah, see, this is where it gets real. I
You
didn't
got
even
a lot of
realize.
beautiful and
Whoa.
nice though.
But how many bad? How many okay?
9 okay.
9 okay.
1 bad and 1 ugly, and those people were clearly just mad about something else.
Is Mark on there?
I'll find out.
I highly doubt it.
What if you're on there?
Jesus Christ.
People are sexualizing your feet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it. Objectify me, but
I'm like, can you at least Venmo me if you're gonna objectify my
Yeah.
feet? If you're gonna say I have bad feet, you should have to pay me.
well, why would they pay if they don't like them?
That's true.
Ah.
If you think that they're beautiful, then you should Venmo me at least.
I would throw a few on OnlyFans just see if anybody bites.
I'm not on OnlyFans. Patreon?
Oh, sorry,
Patreon?
Yeah, sorry.
I start telling people I'm dropping feet
Yeah.
pics.
Oh, they would love it.
No, but someone on Patreon did DM me and they said, how much for foot pics?
I
He's like,
regret
ask.
asking you that. But, yeah, I would love to see it.
Okay, so I had this one psychopath message me and he said, this was a special moment. He said, how much for neck pics?
Whoa.
And I'm like, I've never had my neck sexualized, but I'm like,
Whoa.
and then I was like, I was back and forth about it because I was like, okay, like if I can make like $1,000 from showing him my neck,
That's a win.
that's a win. So then I'm like, what do you want me to do? He's like, I want you.
I had a similar thing, but I want to hear
Wait,
this.
really? He goes, I want you to drink a glass of water.
Aha.
And then video it so I can see the water going down your neck. And then I'm like putting necklaces on in my room and doing all these videos. And I'm thinking I'm going to get like $1,000 out of the deal, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is so fucking weird. But whatever, it's just a neck. People can see my neck all the time. Like, why
Totally.
not make the money off of it? I start calling my friends. I'm like, is it weird that this man, they're like, it's not weird, but if you need the money. I was
Yeah.
like, well, $1,000 is $1,000. So I'm drinking water in my room. I got necklaces on. I'm running my fingers against my neck, doing all
Yeah.
this crazy shit. And then he stopped DMing me.
What?
So I did it all for no reason. And I was just like, I had all these weird neck videos on my phone just haunting me, like embarrassing, like me drinking water.
Damn.
And I'm like, he got one over on me.
That's what you get for sticking your neck out.
Amazing.
All right, but yeah, I have a giant Adam's apple apparently, and I get a lot of this one lady who's an anime is her avatar. It's an anime lady, and she's
Of
always
course.
like, "Please send me videos of your Adam's apple
No.
swallowing."
No.
Yeah, and I don't do it just because I'm like, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's dark. Especially when you're by yourself doing neck videos.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel good.
right.
It's like something went wrong here.
Yeah,
I'm putting necklaces on for a man I don't know all of a sudden.
right. Wow, it gets weird. You know, you see those movies in the 80s where the girl leaves Ohio to try to make it as an actress in Hollywood, and cut to 2022 and it's foot pick, neck pick,
I was like,
swallowing. That's wild.
it is weird. It's weird when you find out the things that people are into.
I know.
Like what wires are crossed
Yes.
that the neck speaks
I mean, it
to you.
could be kids, so I guess the neck is better, but
Yeah.
farting porn is big too now.
Farting porn?
Women farting.
No.
Huge. Nat, get on it.
And Nat, we need farting porn.
Women farting is huge. Guys will have them sit on their face and fart.
No.
Oh, yeah, and it's hilarious.
No.
Oh, yeah.
That would be my night. Like farting while someone. No.
Really? But
I'm
you
not
don't...
a farter.
Oh, you're not a farter.
I mean, like, I'm not like an open farter. You know how, like, some people, they burp? I mean, if
Yeah.
it happens, it happens. It's like,
Sure.
okay, whatever. Like, I'm a human. But if I can avoid it at all costs, I will. I'll
Okay.
hold it in.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever had like a makeout situation where you have to fart really bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst.
And you have to hold it in.
Yeah.
And then your stomach hurts.
Yes.
And then you're like, this can't be good for anybody.
No. I try to let it out quietly, but it always smells like hell.
That's the worst.
That's the
a
worst.
silent fart.
And then you got to blame it on, oh, what'd you do?
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
you sicko.
The worst is when you're in a group of people and someone farts and it's not you, and then you're in it and then you're sitting in their fart. That happened to me recently. And I was like, somebody fucking farted. I want to say something, but I don't know if I say something, then people, are they going to think it's me?
Smelt it, dealt it.
Yeah, then that whole rule. So now I'm just sitting in someone's fart having a conversation with someone about fucking, I don't know, like small talk while there's this bad fart scent lingering. Do you call it out? What do you do?
I think you go, oh, this restaurant stinks, huh? Or something like that. You got to use the venue.
The venue.
Yeah.
This is the last time I come here.
It's like Jersey. Whenever I'm in Jersey, I'm like, this place fucking stinks. And I'm farting up a storm. Because I can get away with it.
Really?
Have you been to New Jersey? It smells like ass. I think there's like
Really?
a paper factory or something.
A paper factory?
Right when you get over the border in Jersey, it just starts stinking.
Really?
Yeah, there's some chemical plants there and all that.
Well, that can't be good.
No. It's just one big fart. The whole state is a fart.
No, that gives me less of a reason to go to Jersey. It's never really been on my radar.
Yeah. Don't go. You're fine.
Don't go.
Yeah.
Well, the fart scent freaks me out.
Yeah, I mean, Natalie, am I wrong? You've
I
smelled...
live there. You
live in Jersey.
Oh, sorry. I'm trashing your fart
There's
town.
places on the highway that really do smell like a fart. It's true. On the turnpike.
There you go, the turn fart. Fart pike.
It just smells like a fart. And why? Because of paper?
Because of industrial factories and shit.
There you go.
Factories smell farty.
Yes, and a lot of Indian people live there. Hey. All right. Comedy. Love the Indians. All right. Edison, right? Edison's a big Indian town.
I think that's true, yeah.
All right.
Oh.
I keep track of the Indians.
You're sitting on some facts, some Jersey facts.
I'm sitting on some farts, too. I've been letting them go while we're talking. I don't know if you noticed.
No, didn't notice.
Okay,
It's
cool.
Gas Digital. It's
Hey! All right.
the fart
we're back.
callback.
Gas Digital. Horrible. It's the Holocaust Network. Gas Digital. I'm sure that joke's been made 900 times today. But yeah.
Wait, so there's fart porn.
Yeah.
Natalie, is there
pregnant porn?
Do you actually want me to look it up?
Yeah, of course.
we can
Sure.
show that, right?
What are we paying you for, Nat? Fart porn, pregnant porn, there's queef porn.
Queef porn.
That's my favorite.
Queef porn?
There's stuck porn, you know about that?
No.
What?
What's stuck porn?
That's where a woman's like pulling clothes out of a dryer and she gets stuck. And now she's presenting, and her stepson comes up. And he's like, "Mom, what are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm stuck." And he just pulls her pants down and bangs her. Or stuck in a window, stuck under a coffee table, you name it.
No.
Pull it up.
It's stuck porn?
It's a big one. It's very popular.
Stuck porn and fart porn?
Yeah. Fart porn's a little more of a novelty, but stuck porn is actually quite a reliable jerk.
Stuck?
Yeah. It
stuck
works.
Porn. Like, oh, help, I can't get out. I'm stuck.
Exactly.
Yeah. Porn acting? Sad.
Oh, yeah.
Porn acting, much like, it needs to be cut to Elliott Smith, like my dramatic rail.
That's true. God, that would be sad.
If it was just...
He killed himself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's on brand.
There's also lots of... I mix up him, Jeff Buckley. I'm like, you guys are all fucking sad and suicidal.
So sad, yeah. Robin Williams, too, killed himself.
Yep.
Yeah, we like people who kill themselves.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a pattern on this app. But yeah, stuck porn.
Stuck porn.
I think it's fun after having sex with a woman that she can't follow you. That's the appeal of it.
But the thought of getting stuck underneath a coffee table.
I mean,
the premise for me, I'm not buying it.
I mean, none of it's real. It's not a real pool boy or a stepsister.
I know.
But it's fun. It's fun to dream. A boy can dream.
Oh, there is a lot of step relative porn.
Oh, it's number one in America.
What does that tell you about America?
I think it means that we need to connect more. We're not connecting. I don't know. I think it's taboo. Like back in the day, interracial was taboo, and now people are like, who cares?
Right.
And you got to keep upping it, you know?
Like, yeah, fuck your sibling.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a friend who, her mom got a boyfriend.
Okay.
And the boyfriend had a son. So when
Okay.
my friend went home for Thanksgiving, it was a new boyfriend, right? She fucked her mom's boyfriend's son.
Whoa.
But then the mom and her boyfriend ended up dating for like 10 years. So then
Oh.
every holiday she would have to be, she's like, I gotta see my, I'm like, your kind of relative that you fucked. It was like our ongoing joke. She's like, yeah, he wants me to play disc golf with him. I'm like, this is all weird. The thought of playing disc golf
Yeah.
with your kind of brother,
That's the most painful part.
having to see them every holiday after you
Well,
fuck them.
I mean, the disc golf.
the disc
But
golf.
yeah, but seeing, yeah, wow. Does the dad know?
I don't know. I think the
What?
mom and the dad knew because they like slept in the same room.
What?
That's crazy, right?
This is crazy.
It's crazy.
Wow. Is this white trash? What's going on
yeah,
here?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It was a little white trash,
Good for them.
but like that's fucked up.
That's
you
fucked
don't know
up.
if the relationship's gonna last, right? This is a new boyfriend. You meet the son, and you're like, oh,
Right.
I can't imagine doing that.
No, then you're like, who's better? Who was better? Oh, God, that's brutal. Whew.
Yeah, and then it's awkward
Of course.
because if you don't want to keep the relationship going, I was like, now I gotta fucking see you on every holiday.
Every Thanksgiving.
You're like,
Oof.
pass the stuffing.
Yikes. Yeah, this is why I checked out and I got the ring and I don't have to fuck anybody's dad. That's tough. Oof. But then, you know they say we're having less sex now than we ever have in history.
Yeah. Do you think it's because of technology?
I think it's because of porn, and I think it's because of the apps and stuff. And dating is kind of a chore, and everybody wants everything so easily now, and they're not willing to bend or work on themselves or whatever. So I think it's going to happen less.
It's weird. I wonder if this is just society. Our population's just gonna die off because less people are gonna fuck.
Well, Nick Cannon's helping to keep it
Nick
going.
Cannon needs to fucking stop.
He needs to chill. It's child abuse after a while.
Too much.
Too much. Elon Musk as well. I think he's got 9 kids.
Elon Musk. Ever since he took over Twitter, I can't even think of him.
I hope the whole thing shuts down. I hate Twitter.
Do you tweet? Are you?
I try to tweet like once every couple days just to show people I'm still alive.
yeah, just
But,
to check in.
Yeah, I'll just tweet a dumb joke. But people that's the one app where people are okay unloading their mental disabilities, it feels like.
Totally.
Or mental illness, I should
I was
say.
like, this is not a diary.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I have guys like, hey, look, this is my outfit tonight. And they'll post it. I'm like, who do you think gives a shit? I wish I thought people gave a shit about me that much.
Yeah, no, Twitter. But I remember when Twitter first came out, it was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Now it's like this fighty kind of mean thing. Hate.
It's awkward. It's
Yeah.
like if someone's canceled, you'll find out about it there.
You got that right.
Here's someone's name just trending. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm nervous to click why. Not another hero's name trending. Not another comedy hero's
Right.
name trending.
Or somebody's trying, you're like, oh, wait, I fucked that person. Shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
no. Oops. I didn't think it was bad, but now that I look back.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Yeah, that whole thing.
That's another weird one, too. The people who are like, this guy fucked me or raped me 50 years ago. And you're like, oh, wow. Like Warren Beatty just had one. He's 81 or something. And a lady's like, when I was 15. And you're like, well, what? You waited a while.
You waited almost a little. You waited too long.
Yeah, he's 81.
It was also a different. I hate to say this, different time.
Different time. But talk about procrastination.
And if
I'll
it's-
get to the allegation.
One allegation, when it's like 50 allegations, I'm like, okay,
Yes.
it's undeniable.
Of
but
course,
like one
Cosby.
allegation from 50 years ago,
It just makes you kind of go, I don't know what to do here, whatever.
everyone just feels weird and bad.
Right,
They're like,
right.
I feel uncomfortable that you had that experience. However, we can't go back and undo it.
Right.
And now the man's 80 years old.
Yeah.
So, like, what do we do?
That's a tough one, yeah. Do we yell at him?
I don't
He's
know.
already in a diaper, you know?
I feel like I can't stop thinking about how Bill Cosby's eyes are trying to escape his body.
It's true.
So wonky. It's like a punishment. It's like karma. It's like once
Yeah.
you rape over 10 people, your eyes want to just leave you.
Look at Weinstein. The guy looks like hell. He looks like he's got
Oh.
AIDS now. He's like decrepit and old and
But
weird.
also Weinstein, like, I kind of think he's playing it up.
Of course.
He's like, I'm old and feeble. It was like, bitch, you were fine.
Yeah.
Like a couple months before. Now
I
all of a
know.
sudden. But it has to be, I mean, being shunned from society is scary.
Of
Just
course.
the thought, because you're human. You want to be accepted, especially
Yeah.
if you're a comic.
Right.
Like, I
right.
just want love.
Yes.
And then the thought of everyone, like, turning on you is like, ugh.
Well, the weird thing about Cosby is, like, he still sells out. I'm like, who are these people who are
No.
like, I swear to God. Like, who are the people who are like, fuck it, I'll go see him. He
That's-
seems nice.
That's crazy.
That's what's weird to me.
And he ruined sweaters for me.
Oh.
The good classic fun Cosby sweater. I can't look at them without thinking of rape.
I know. Well, the proof is in the pudding.
The good Jello joke.
Thank you. Thank you. You get all my horrible jokes.
I like it.
Thanks.
Jello is horrible.
The
it's-
pudding or the actual wiggly green
The wiggly.
chunk? I don't mind it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean-
Interesting. Would you buy a box and make it?
I would never buy a box. I would never make it. But if it's at the hospital, I'll throw in a cube.
It's likely to be at a hospital.
Yeah.
Anything that's likely to be at a hospital, I'm good on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just nah.
Yeah, hospitals should only serve happy foods. Like, give me birthday cake, give me sprinkles, ice cream.
Good stuff.
Yeah, not like mashed potatoes and gravy. The whole thing's a bummer already.
It makes us feel weird.
Yeah, I don't want this split pea soup.
No.
My mom just died.
No, not split pea soup, not a hospital split pea soup. That's dark.
Oh, that is dark. Holy shit.
Right? You're just
Hospital split pea.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with, like, I saw an egg salad at a funeral once, and I was like, ooh, that's a bummer.
Oh, I saw an egg salad, a tub of egg salad.
Oh.
Is there anything worse than a tub of egg salad it was an engagement party in Idaho. Of course.
Oh.
But like, of course, that's where it would be. If
Jesus.
you're going to get a tub of egg salad, it's going to be in Idaho.
That is the seventh circle of hell.
Yeah.
Idaho tub of egg salad.
Yeah.
Woof.
Ugh.
Yeah. What about chicken salad? This egg salad, potato salad, chicken salad, and macaroni salad.
Okay.
And tossing salad.
I used to like macaroni salad, but then I revisited it recently. Not for me.
Not for too cold.
It's slimy.
It's slimy.
It's wet.
It's wet and like whitish, yellowy.
It's like, it's very mayo driven.
Yes.
I'll be honest, and I'm not thrilled about this. I do like a chicken salad.
Love it. That's the best salad.
I do like tuna salad.
Oh, I forgot about tuna.
Tuna's good too.
That's a good one.
But okay,
Tuna might be number one.
tuna and then chicken.
Tuna, then chicken.
I'm surprised. Okay, I did something that was so bad, very cringe behavior, and I lacked the self-awareness of it. I brought tuna salad into
Don't say a flight.
no worse.
Okay.
A movie theater.
Oh, jeez. Was it Schindler's List? What were you doing?
So much so that I remember my ex-boyfriend looking at me like, I can't.
That is horrific.
And I was like, okay, I could see how this could be a problem.
What, you had it wrapped and in your
It
pocket?
was in a styrofoam container because right before. I feel like tuna salad's something you have to eat alone.
Definitely.
It's not like a public it's not a
No.
it's like, bitch, that's not a theater food.
No, God, no. That's why they don't serve it at Hamilton.
It's
you
like
know?
yeah.
It's milk duds, it's licorice, it's popcorn.
Yeah.
No tuna.
Yeah, no, the tuna and the dramatic acting reel, both. Those are two events from my life I'd like to undo.
Wow. Yeah. Elliot
Smith.
Smith with a tuna
No,
salad at
in a
Schindler's
movie
List.
theater.
Yeah, that's exciting. Woo! Yikes. I mean, that is a very Jewish moment.
That is.
The box of styrofoam snuck into the theater. What movie was it?
I don't even remember what movie it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know what movie it might have been?
Was it Blackfish? That'd be funny if it was a fish movie.
It was, I want to say The Lobster. Did you ever see that
Colin
movie?
Farrell.
That movie fucked me up.
That was a wacky
That was
film.
a dark ass movie.
Yeah.
And it was the end of this relationship.
Oh, of course.
I brought in the tuna salad. We're watching The Lobster.
Yeah, a lot of seafood
A
here.
lot of darkness. That
Yeah.
movie was so dark and sick to me. It was like,
Twisted.
if you don't find love, then you become an animal.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Woo. I'm
I'm like-
okay. I'm in.
Yeah, you're fine.
Wow. I forgot about it. I watched that on a plane once.
It's such a weird movie.
Totally fucked up film.
And like it keeps getting weirder and worse.
Yes.
The more you're like, this is actually fucking sick.
Yeah.
I think it ends with both people being blind or something. I don't know. It's horrible.
I think you're right.
I watched it and I'm like, who's this for though?
Yeah, people love it. It got good reviews.
Because people are like, the acting. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not that fancy.
And that's one of those movies you have to pretend to like so you seem artsy,
yeah. Like,
but no one actually does.
The Lobster, you seen it? Like, any thoughts on that? Well, what they're saying is it's a commentary on society.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
They're like, I can't hear you over this tuna chunk. Yikes.
A tuna.
All right, we got tuna, chicken, egg, mac. Or are we going mac egg?
Interesting. I don't know what I put first.
I'm going to go egg.
Egg mac?
Egg mac.
I think so too.
All right.
Because I think if I have an egg salad sandwich, I'm open to it. I wouldn't seek it out, but if I was hungry and someone's okay, to me the grossest thing is when you go into like a 7-Eleven and there's a pre-made
I've eaten those.
a pre-made
I've
egg
been
salad
that guy.
sandwich.
Well, I drink a lot.
Yeah, that is a drunk snack.
But that is a almost 98% food poisoning chance.
Yeah,
You can
like-
you can skirt it, but it's probably going to happen.
Like, oh, you got food poisoning? What'd you eat? Tuna salad or egg salad from 7-Eleven that
Yeah.
was pre-made.
Oh, whenever that's like eating out a hooker. You know,
Yeah.
it's not gonna end well, and if it does, you're lucky.
People pay to eat out hookers.
I've heard of that.
With the dental dam. They bring
That
out
would help.
They're like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, feels like you're just eating the guy's dick before you.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
You must be really hungry for pussy if you're eating out a hooker. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like or maybe you're practicing.
But some guys
Maybe-
like eating out. That's like their thing.
That's true, yeah.
I ate out last night.
Hell yeah.
Red Lobster.
Hell yeah.
No. But yeah, I think some guys like getting their balls stomped on. So.
I know. I don't think I could do that. I mean, I guess if they were really into it.
Yeah,
It would shift my perspective of them.
Yeah.
In such a way where I'm like, huh.
Yeah. That's what you're worried about? The perspective shifting?
Of,
What about
like,
the stomping on the scrotum with a heel?
I mean, the thought of stomping on someone's balls, I'm like, maybe if I didn't care about them as a person.
Sure.
Maybe if they were paying me to
they'll
stomp on their
They'll
balls.
pay you.
Okay, I'm open to that.
All right.
If I'm getting money, I'll stomp on whoever's balls wants.
Yeah. Everybody's got a weird... My lady likes being insulted in the bedroom, which I find strange.
Yeah,
But I do it.
get that. Yeah.
I get all my anger out. I'm like, you can't drive. Your cooking sucks. You're ugly.
She really likes being insulted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like degrading a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, women are interesting with that.
It is because it's like a fine line. Because you're like, yeah, I like this while we're fucking, but if you
Right.
did this to me while we weren't fucking,
Exactly.
that'd be a problem.
If I pull her hair in the kitchen, she's like, what the fuck? But in
Yeah.
the bedroom, she's just like, bring it on.
Yeah. What is that?
What is that?
I don't know.
Fascinating. Because
It
I'm the
is-
same. If you grab my dick in the kitchen, I'm also into it.
Right.
But if you grab my dick in the bedroom, I'm also into it too. That's
Yeah.
a lady thing.
Yeah.
That bedroom is a magical place. for
Yeah,
you
the different
guys.
things happen there.
Yeah, right when you get on in that room, it's over.
Who knows what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a lamp pole up my ass or whatever it is.
No, I know. It's also fun when like you've been with someone and you know what they're into, so then
Yeah.
it's like fun versus
Sure.
like you're when you're hooking up with someone new and you're like, oh, well, let's see
Yeah.
what are they gonna be into?
Right.
Hopefully it aligns.
Yeah, it's like driving in a snowstorm where you're like,
Yeah.
I hope I'm on the road here.
Yeah, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, but with the person you know, those wipers are going. You can
Yeah.
see clearly.
Yeah, you're like, okay, this is what we do.
All right, what's your thing that you're hooking up with a new guy? For all those guys out there listening who are going to hook up with you in a year, what should they know before we wrap
I
up?
like to get choked.
Okay.
I like to have my hair pulled.
All
I like
right.
to get spanked.
Okay, those are pretty standard.
Standard.
Yeah, that could be a weird thing. Mac salad, something.
No, I pull out tuna salad right before I'm about to come. I pull out tuna salad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I have anything super weird. I had a guy like step on my head.
Whoa.
And I was into it.
Whoa.
I also had a guy like spit in my mouth, and I was into that too. But that's like a specific thing.
Sure.
Because then I had someone else do it, and I was like, ugh. So for some reason, your spit in my mouth, I didn't like.
Interesting.
I think it also it definitely depends on the person.
Got it. Okay, we're learning.
What
a lot.
about you? What's your weird thing? Do you have your balls stomped on? Does your wife stomp on your balls?
No, not balls. I like a ball grab.
Yeah, but that's
grab.
standard.
That's pretty standard. Yeah. What else? I like, not.
A finger in your butt?
No,
I had a
like
guy
that.
request a finger in his butt.
Yeah.
And I wasn't ready for that, to be honest.
Yeah.
It threw me. And I was like, okay. Because like, I don't want to kill the moment.
Right.
I'm like, okay, if you want a finger in your butt.
Yeah.
But then I did it, and I was like,
Yeah, I don't
also,
like
his
it.
butt was the cleanest butt. It made me think
wow.
he's used to getting fingers in his
prepared,
butt.
yeah.
He knows.
He knows.
He knows what he likes.
Yeah, not me. I got a gummy bear back there and a paper clip. It's bad news. Yeah, I think my kink would be leaving after. That's hot. Yeah, just doing it and then not having to talk.
Never speaking to the person again.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Or other people. That's hot too. All good. All things women love.
Yeah. All things women love.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Finger guns.
I don't even
We
know
love
where's
it.
my camera.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. All right. I think everybody's done jerking off at this point.
Yeah, that's our episode. Do you have anything you want to plug? Where can people find you?
Sure. I'm on the Gram, the Tick, the Twit. The website's marknormancomedy.com. I'm coming to a town near you. I got a Netflix thing. I got a YouTube thing. Tuesdays with Stories. We might be drunk. Praise Allah.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
so
you,
much
Sarah.
fun with you. And thank you guys so much for listening. And we'll see you next week on Shank. Make sure to subscribe, rate, review. Follow me at Princess Shank on Instagram and Twitter for show dates. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Check out her feet.
Oh, yeah. Give me a good rating on Wiki.